Hey, what's going on, hustlers? As you can see behind me, if I pan over, I'm at my favorite store to do my retail arbitrage. That's right, I'm at Ollie's. I got some good news and I got bad news. The good news was I actually got some pretty good items today, mostly in HBA. The bad news is the manager would only allow me 10 of each, which is definitely different. But the thing of it is they are trying to limit resellers right now in my area because they're running out. They're not getting the trucks in, and you can even see it when you go in there. The shelves just aren't as full as usual. But we still did good. So let's get on back to the shop. Because here's the deal, guys. It's so easy to make money. And I'm going to show you how to do it. So let's get going. All right, hustlers. Thank you for joining me. We're back at the shop. And as you can see, I'm at the controls. And behind me, I have the 4 items that we're going to go over that I got at Ollie's. And the purpose of that is to show you literally just how easy it is and the process that I use in order to select a product. So if you don't know me, my name is Horace, also known as La Machine. This is what to sell on Amazon. And on this channel, we talk all things selling on Amazon using the arbitrage business model. We talk about software, we talk about principles, but most important, what we do is roll up our sleeves, get to work, and show you hands-on how to do it. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Do it right now. Hit the bell notification. It's free and you won't miss any of the videos that we come out with. Take some time. We have over 300 videos out here for your benefit. And just let me say this before we get into the work here. This is just for anyone that's new. One thing I think is very important. You guys know I don't like to blow a lot of smoke. And I don't like to use a lot of puffery. I like to show and I like to keep things in perspective. Something that's very important to understand if you're going to do this business, particularly arbitrage, okay? It is not a hands-off business. It is not passive income. It is active income. You're going to have to work for it. Now, to me, that's a good thing because when you want it, you can go and get it. And when you want to lay back a little bit, you can do it. But your results are going to directly correlate almost immediately. And you're going to see later because we're going to actually show my numbers. And you can see where my numbers fell off because I wasn't putting as much in. But then you're going to be able to see how when I started back, things are on the upswing. And also stay tuned because there's a short little tip I want to show you when you're at retail stores. There might be a problem with the barcode, and I just want to show you something on that. So let's get into it. Okay, so one of the first items I decided to select when I went in was this soft soap soothing aloe vera. It is a 7.5 fluid ounce, and you can see I got those for 89 cents. So if we go over and take a look, now I don't pay tax because I have a reseller certificate. No big deal. You can get that if you want. But what we want to do, we want to take a look at what I'm looking at. So number one, when I walk in, I'm using the Seller Central app that comes with your account. So this is what I'm looking at. And I'll try to be still here. You see those gross proceeds of, I think that says $2.79. Okay. And also look up at the top where it says, if I can get it says rank of 199 in, in health and personal care. See, right away, I knew that product is selling. Okay. So let's take a look at it. And then, so first of all, we're going to take a look at the product on Amazon. And here it is. You could see that keeper chart. Amazon had it in stock themselves, and they had it up until like November the 4th. And even they were selling it around what we want, $7.74, something like that. And that's what I'm looking at. Okay. It's a pack of one. Now I could use the Hummingbird extension, which comes as part of Tactical Arbitrage. I could click on that and see an estimated monthly sales of 21. There's other ways to do that. We talk all about that. But here's where we start to really get in deep with it. I'm going to come over to Inventory Lab. We got videos on that if you want to learn about it. But I'm using the feature called Scout to kind of estimate. So if we spend 89 cents and we're going to list it for $7.99, we get a profit of $2.78. That's a 312% return on investment. Now you'll probably have to take off about 30 cents. 30 to 50 cents is what it's going to cost me to get it in there. But you can see it's there. My point is this. Okay, they're not real big numbers, but if you could stick 89 cents into a machine, the machine spits out that 89 cents plus another $2.78, give or take, but in that ballpark. Those are the kind of profits that can be really good, especially when you begin to scale up. And you can scale up as big as you like. I don't scale up a lot. Now, you guys know I'm a truck driver. I work a full-time job. And, without getting too deep into it, you got to understand, guys, you can take this business as big or as small as you want. It just depends on how much work you want to put in it. You want more, you got to put in more. I'm not stressing over it because I have a career. This is what I do on the side. But there are times where I want more, which is right now I'm going through one of those periods. Okay. So the next thing that I decided to get was this Case Logic wireless optical mouse. And you can see I paid $7.99 for that. And again, while I was in the store, what was I looking at? I was looking at, number one, I was looking at the rank. Okay. And it didn't even have a rank on there that I could see. But I looked at the gross proceeds. Okay. And then from there, what I did was I went into Tactical Arbitrage right on my phone, and there I could get the estimated monthly sales. But what we're going to do, we're going to come over and look at that product. Now look at the image on there. Okay. This is a little trick. That image, when you look, it doesn't look like it's matching, right? It doesn't look like it's matching. Wait a minute. Maybe it does. See, sometimes for whatever reason, they took a picture of the back of the box. You see, now you got a match. So, and mind you, I'm not seeing a whole lot on the keeper graph. My experience just sort of tells me that this wouldn't be bad. So we got a few of them just to see, just like, I think I got 3 of them just to see how it's going to turn out. But like I said, I probably wouldn't recommend this for a beginner, but sometimes you just go with your gut. Now that comes after, you got some experience. I have years and years of experience out here, but when you come over, and if you could get that $17, we're in my we're back into Inventory Lab. You'd get that $7.99 back plus $3.39. That's a 42% return on investment. And mind you, if you follow this channel, I'm okay. Me personally, I'm okay with a 20% return on investment. That gives me room to lower my price and still be okay with my profit. Maybe the market doesn't want to spend $17, but they might spend 16 or 1550 or something like that. You just don't know. Okay. The next item I got was this Olay Moisture Ribbons Plus, and it's the shea, the shea rosemary mint, and you can see, what did I pay? $2.99. And again, what was I looking at when I was in the store? I was looking to see if I had any rank on this one. This is another one that I didn't have rank on. I was looking at my gross proceeds, okay, which was $9.49. Okay. And again, I probably would not recommend that for a newbie, but you know, we got one that would really be good for a newbie based on numbers. But I'm just saying, there's a couple of things that I would consider. Now watch this. Okay. Not a whole lot of velocity on the keeper chart, but let's look at the competition, because that's important. Nobody is selling this FBA. I'm going to send it in FBA. Okay. And on that note, with something like this, because this could open up, I might throw it in a poly bag. I might not. I might take a piece of tape, put it across just like that, just depending on how I feel. Either way works. I haven't had a problem with that. Just a side note. But if we come into my inventory lab, and if we spent $2.99, if we got $16.99, that's a gross profit of $647, 216% return on investment. Now remember, guys, this is very, very important. Remember, there are no other FBAs. Okay. Number two, you've got room. You don't have to get, what if you're okay doubling your money? Okay. Then you only need 100% return on investment to double your money. And at that price point, it might sell. Okay, so let's see what else we got. Oh, we got this this Colgate. Now, these are $1.99, but this sells as a multi-pack of 3. I don't need to show you whatever I saw on my phone, because this is a replin of mine. Yes, I'm giving you one of my replins. Okay. And this is perfect. This is perfect, guys. Let me show you something. Okay, we're going to come over into my actual Seller Central account, and you're going to see how many bundles of those I sold. So when I tell you that it works, I mean it works. Okay, this is a replin of mine. Yes, you will have to bundle these together. All I do is take all 3, stick them in a poly bag, a clear poly bag, slap a label on them, and I'm gone. Okay. So let's take a look at the product on Amazon. And again, you don't see a whole lot of velocity. You don't see anything that really is all that exciting. But when you got a keeper graph with that type of velocity on it, you see a line like that, that green line, you know. Okay. And then, of course, I'm not even seeing any rank, but if you scroll down, sometimes that's where you get it. Now look at that rank. That's 227,539. And guess what? A lot of people will pass on that. Good. Good. Because let me tell you guys, people buy toothpaste. There's nothing exciting about it. There's nothing sexy. There's nothing high tech. And those are the things that people just buy over and over again. And you come to this platform talking about, I want a replenishable, but you're looking at toys. Okay. If you want replenishables, these are the types of things that people buy. Trust me, we're going to come back. I love these. I love these situations because the keeper charts don't really pan out the way you like. The rank isn't always looking the way you like, and this stuff sells. It's toothpaste, guys. Okay, here, let's take a look and look at when you bundle 3 of them together. It's going to cost you $5.97, no tax. If you can sell it for $17.99, okay. Here, if we hop back over, what was I selling them for? $18.46, $18.87, $18.18, $18.38, $18.83. So you see what I'm saying, guys? When I tell you what you can sell it for, that's the deal. So yeah, that's the deal on that. You go to Ollie's or wherever you can find these, they're gonna sell. And then the last item we're gonna look at before we get to the bonus things that we're gonna talk about. This Centrum I saw while I was in there, okay? And you can see I paid basically $6, $5.99, okay? And what was I looking at with that? Okay, I was looking at the sales rank, right? 37,000 or thereabouts in health and personal care. Then I was looking at the gross proceeds, $825, and like we just saw, I paid about $6. Now let's take a look. Let's see now. So here's what the product looks like on Amazon. I'm not seeing any rank in my Scanalyzer, but look at right away. You can see a couple of things that I like. A lot of velocity. I can see when Amazon had it in stock, where they selling it for, $24.66. They went out of stock, back in, out, back in, out, in, out, in. They can't keep it. That lets you know that this product is selling, and Amazon really isn't worried about trying to keep them where they can't get them right now. Okay. So yeah, there's your rank. A lot of times what I'm looking at, you got 40 people selling it. Probably no IP complaints. You will have to be approved in the category, but you can get that. Okay. Not showing me stock right now. It can be a little weird at times, but not usually. For the most part, it works quite well. Oh, there it is. It populated. See, so I'm looking at, this guy has 2, 4, 1, 7, 1, 22. You know what I mean? People don't have a whole lot of stock. That's another thing that I look at. It's not a deal breaker, but it's something I look at. Just like I look at the ratings, it's not a deal breaker. If the numbers are telling me that the product sells, I'm buying it. I don't care if it's got bad reviews. It's still selling. Okay, estimated monthly sales 26. I think it's going to do better than that. Let's come over and here we go. If I could, I was looking at selling it for $13.99. Okay. And if I filter out by Prime and New, that's where I'm getting mine. See, this guy, he's got the buy box and he's not FBA. So remember, having FBA does not necessarily give you the buy box. But this guy has 4, and then it jumps up to 15.10. So you might get that 15.10. You see what I'm saying? These are the types of things you got to consider. But even at $13.99, I'm looking at $2.10. That's gross. Like I said, we probably got to take off 30 to 50 cents for shipping. But you're looking at 35%, and you're going to have the volume with this. Now, of course, like I had told you in the parking lot, they weren't letting me get as many as I would have liked. I kind of got away with the Centrum because I only wanted 12, and they let me slide with that. But just depending on where you are and how they're doing on stock and who's running the register, you might get limited just depends. Okay, this was one Ollie's. I go to two of them in my area, and then there are even more if I needed to. So there's a bonus I wanted to talk to you about. So there was one product I ended up not getting it, but I thought, you know what, this might be good. Because if you look, the way Ollie's is, sometimes they'll slap their label over the barcode that you need to scan. And so when I was trying to scan the barcode, there were the two barcodes on there. So what I did was I took my finger, I covered the Ollie's little sticker and left just enough of the original UPC sticking out, and it was able to scan. Okay. So that's just a little tip. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look inside of my Amazon account, because you got to see what I'm doing every now and then. And there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about. Okay, so we're inside of my Seller Central account, and you can see today is November the 28th. The year is 2021. It's almost 8 o'clock at night where I'm at. And so you can see today, you know, I don't really do huge numbers, guys, and I don't need to pretend that I do. We'll get into that a little bit, but today I had 9 units I sold for $257.18. Last 7 days, 78 units, $2,041.20. Last 15 days, 135 units sold, $3,649. And for the last 30 days, 295 units sold, $7,379.09. And those are not huge numbers. And if you follow my channel, those are down. A lot of that has to do with how much I've been putting in. So, but the point is this: sometimes my numbers are going to go down, and I'm not going to just cherry pick and show you when they're good, because this is reality, guys. I don't need to hide. Number one. Number two, I work a regular job. I have a career. So that's that. And if that, you know, that may be something that resonates with you. Maybe you work a full-time job and you don't necessarily want to leave, so that you can try and figure out how you're going to pay for healthcare and what you're going to do, because you have gotten used to steady income that's predictable. There's no reason that you cannot do both. It is work. So then the question becomes, how bad do you want it? Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come over let's come over to my reports. We'll just come over to business reports. And what we're going to look at is this. We're going to say, let's go. Yeah, we'll say year to date. Let's see. And so far, we've got, let's see, $106,846.20. And again, that's not a whole lot of money. But, and this is also gross revenue. So we're going to break that down a bit. But my point is this. Right now, we are in week 48 of this year. Okay. So if you're taking that number and you divide it by 47, because we're just getting into Sunday is the beginning of the week. So you're looking at $2,273.32 per week is what I'm bringing in gross. Okay. And like I said, I'm not killing myself, guys. You don't have to do that. Now you'll probably ask, okay, Horace, but what does that really mean in terms of what you get to keep? Okay, let's break it down. So again, we come into Inventory Lab, and like I said, I really love that software because it helps you to run your business. Okay. Seller Central does not really help you run your business. Seller Central is designed to help you list products to get on their platform. They're not really here to help you and put all sorts of data in front of you to help you run your business. That would be a lot that they would need to implement in order to provide you with that. Okay. We do have videos on Inventory Lab, and I encourage you to watch them because if you're serious about actually running your business, you're going to need to be able to do more than just list products, right? You're going to want to look at things like this. Okay. So October, yeah, we had $6,095.04 come in. And what do we get to keep? $2,169. That's not a whole lot of money, guys. But add another $2,000 to what you're bringing home. If that makes a difference, then this may be something you want to consider. November, 7,000 came in. I only got to keep around 2,000. Again, not a whole lot. Now we still got a few days left, maybe in this month, a couple days, but we'll go even deeper. Here's what we'll do. And this is good because this gives you a chance to look at some of the features of the software Inventory Lab. We're going to come down to profit and loss. Okay. And then what we're going to do, we're going to look yearly, and this is only showing 104 because it hasn't reconciled some of the things. But at the end of the day, when you come down, you're talking about a net profit, because this calculates expenses and stuff like that. You're talking about a net profit of 32,000, $778.88. Now you may have to take a little bit off that didn't get factored, but this will give you a good ballpark figure. And we said we're 47 weeks behind us. So you're talking about $697 a week, roughly, that I got to keep. Okay. Now, again, those are not huge numbers. You got people out here doing much more than that because they put in much more than that. See, the beauty of it is this. We're not going to sit up here and argue. We're not going to sit up here and argue about whether or not items are being sold for profit on Amazon. We're not going to have that because that has been proven. What we will talk about is, are you getting out there and getting it? And how much do you want to make? Okay. Because that, you control that throttle by actually doing something. The more you do, the more you get. You learn the system, you learn the skills, and then you write your own ticket. Okay. So that's how that goes. And then this is great, right? $32,778 that I get to keep. And then Uncle Sam says, oh, you made $32,000? We'll take some of that. It's called tax. So this is business, guys. This is life. So the deal is this. What I would suggest, especially for you newbies, we're coming up on the new year. Some of you have been wanting to do this. Some of you used to do it. You want to get back into it. Some have been on the fence, but the new year is coming and you want to actually get that extra income so that you can live the life that you want to live. Hey, watch the videos. And I would say, we got videos on the software Tactical Arbitrage. I use that to source a lot. We got a lot of videos that show you how to prep, how to ship, how to pick and pack, and all of that stuff. There's just so much down in the description. Okay. And if that ain't good enough for you and you still want some help, go ahead and text the words working class hustler to the number on your screen. Fill out the quick little questionnaire. And from there, you're connected with me. That means you can start to actually contact me. Me, not an assistant, not a virtual assistant, not a robot, me. And you can ask the little questions that you have. If you want additional help, I'm available for that. All you have to do is say, Horace, I want more personalized, coaching or whatever. All of that is available. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.